It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Thursday, July 23rd, 2020. Number 1. Joe Biden has Donald Trump on the defense. The handling of the pandemic by the Trump administration has done most of the heavy lifting for Biden, and a campaign video released today brings Barack Obama and Joe Biden together for the very first time this campaign season. And it seeks to remind voters what a real presidential-vice presidential partnership looks like, even in the age of coronavirus. Number 2. As Black Lives Matter movements continue to fight to bring down offensive statues, including members of the Confederacy and others, artists are finding ways to repurpose the statues. The statue of Robert E. Lee along Monument Avenue in Richmond, Virginia is one shining example. Lighting artist Dustin Klein has projected the faces of famous Black figures, old and new, over the Lee statue. Among the historic African-American leaders brought to light are Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, and Congressman John Lewis. Number 3. In response to a ban by the Trump administration on hard-hit strip clubs to receive small business pandemic aid, strip clubs across the country were approved for loans totaling tens of millions of dollars. The funding of strip clubs is the latest in several questionable approvals of pandemic aid that have drawn much criticism. Earlier in the crisis, several multimedia companies were approved for loans through the Paycheck Protection Program, while thousands of small businesses had to close permanently. Number 4. Rehan Staten, a 24-year-old Bowie State University student from Maryland, is hard work and tenacity personified. Facing enormous financial, physical, and emotional challenges for most of his life, Rehan found his path to Harvard Law School through his job as a garbage collector. Read more about his inspiring story in today's newsletter. Number 5. Many businesses have begun to sink as a result of the virus, but one industry continues to thrive: correctional facilities and prisons throughout the country. Some of the corporate America's biggest names and many smaller companies are vying for a share of the $80 billion spent on mass incarceration each year in the United States. U.S. jails and prisons house more than 2.2 million people, and in 2017, Black people represented 33% of the sentenced population and just 12% of the U.S. adult population. Join George Wallace and me today live on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central as we discuss today's top headlines and more. And that's what you need to know. For more information, please go to SybilWilkes.com and sign up for my free newsletter. Be informed, be empowered.